Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. For those that are new here, my name is Jacinta and this is Posture Tonic. In today's Pilates flow, I'm going to take you through a really rejuvenating, revitalizing flow designed to get your blood pumping, your mind and body clear. So nice and gentle, beginner friendly class. So you're going to need a Pilates ball for this class. If you don't have one, you can substitute for a cushion. First up though, we're going to stay in a seated position, but just extend this right leg out long. And we're going to sit tall on those sit bones. Take a big breath in through your nose and then exhale through those pursed lips. So every time you inhale, feel your ribcage expand out to the sides of the room. And every time you exhale, draw out all of that air and feel a narrowing in, a tightening of that waistline. Again, breathing in. And exhale, draw belly button to spine. Taking right arm up towards the sky here on your next inhale. And then return that arm back to that bent knee. So just twisting this body, chest shines up towards the sky as you reach that arm up long. And then return and rotate back. So big breath in. And exhale, twist it back through to center. We've got two more. Filling up the air. And exhale. Last one here. Well done. We're going to take our arms, reach them overhead, and then twist so your body faces that long leg, and then take a forward bend at those hips on your exhale. Good. Inhale, sitting as tall as you can, reach those arms, and then hinging at those hips, getting that chest towards that thigh. Wherever it's comfortable for you. Let's take one more. Reach, 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 and fold. Holding it down for one big exhale. Well done. Taking arms out to a letter T for our Mermaid Stretch. So taking that left arm up and over, reach it towards those toes. Come back to center, arms wide. 3 here, reach it up and over. Well done. We're going to take one last one here. Can we reach up a little bit higher before you fold over this side this time? Well done, that felt so good. You're going to take a glute stretch by bringing this bent knee across your straight leg, still sit tall, and then wrap this right elbow over the outside of your knee and just wringing out your spine, growing tall out through the crown of your head. Still continuing that breath in through your nose and exhaling through pursed lips. Good job. Take it down to the floor. Keep this little pretzel with your legs and just reach those clasped hands to that right knee, pulling the knee and thigh in towards your chest here. Let's hold this deep glute stretch for 10 seconds. And with every exhale, try and pull that knee and thigh a little closer to your chest. Really anchor your tailbone down to the floor so your back is in neutral. Couple more breaths. Big inhale. Exhale, pull it in a little more. Let's take one big breath in. And last breath out. Well done, guys. Releasing those legs, let's lengthen them out long. Reach those arms overhead, stretch it all out. And then bend those knees so your feet are flat on the floor. Reach those arms up to the sky. Using your exhale, reach your hands to the back of your thighs, tuck chin to chest, and roll all the way back up. Well done. Let's return to the center here for our first stretch on the other side. So this time we'll extend this left leg out long. Make sure you're sitting super tall. We're going to take left arm up to the ceiling, rest right elbow onto the knee, twisting that body. And then exhale, wave that arm down to the knee. Inhale, reach it up, lengthen out through your spine. Exhale, twist back. We've got 5 in total here. Try and bring that fluid movement in, enjoying this range of motion, increasing with each sweep. Beautiful. Let's go for our last one. Reach those arms up, 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 twisting. And exhale, back to center. Reach arms out to that letter T. Take a mermaid stretch over towards that straight leg. side bending from that waist. Stretch from the hip to your ribs. Good, just 3 here. So reach up tall and then fold to the side. Well done. Last one here. Focus on that long leg. Push that knee down towards the floor. Point out through those toes. Gorgeous. Let's sit nice and tall, arms up overhead. Twist your body towards that straight leg, big breath in. And then exhale, forward fold down towards your feet, wherever you can reach. That's the way. You can hold onto the calf if you need it. Good, big breath in, forward folding at those hips. You'll feel this stretch down the back of your leg, so the hamstring. Good, you got one last one here. Holding it down for a big inhale. Exhale. Well done. Crossing this bent knee over that straight leg for this little glute stretch, hooking that elbow over to the outside of your knee. Again, we want to sit on those sit bones. Grow tall out through the crown of your head and really ring that spine. So take your eye gaze over that right shoulder. Right outer glute and thigh stretching here. And we're going to take it into a deeper stretch by laying on down, keeping that bent knee where it is, just bending this opposite leg now, clasping your hands to your knee and pulling it in towards your chest. So again, can we press our tailbone down to the floor? So our spine is long and we really feel that deeper stretch when we anchor our pelvis down. We've got that 30-second hold, so just close down those eyes. Continuing to pull this knee in a little deeper towards your chest here. Maybe a gentle sway from side to side. And pull those knees in. Give yourself a little hug, a little rock and roll. And then pause in the center here. Then carefully lengthen the legs out long, reaching those arms overhead. Feel a belly stretch. Now bringing some activation into your core. We're going to bring those arms up to the sky, chin to chest, and try and roll all the way up if you can. Then reach those arms up. We're going to forward dive down towards those toes. So double hamstring stretch. Well done. We've got 3 here. Reaching up tall and folding at those hips. Exhale. Good job, guys. Let's take one more here. Reach, reach, reach. And diving forward. Well done. From here, we're going to use our Pilates ball. We're going to bend these knees. Feet are flat. We're coming into some roll-ups. So sitting tall on those sit bones, reaching those arms out in front of you, shoulders rolled down and back. Now exhale, we're just going to tilt at the pelvis just slightly, bringing that pubic bone towards your face, and then roll back up, sitting tall. So your spine changes into a rounded C curve as we roll back, deepening through those abdominals, and then we're sitting up tall. So taking a few here in your own time. We want to initiate this movement first by rolling off your sit bones and feeling your tummy tighten from those lower abdominals. Good job, reaching forward with those arms strong. Start to pick up the pace just a little more now. And to advance, we can wave the arms up overhead between each one. So rolling back into C curve and then lengthen the arms up to the sky. Good. So get this heat into your core. Make it a little bit more flowy. Well done. This time as you hold back, we're going to take the arms from right to center, left to center. Restack that spine as you roll back up. Again, rolling off those sit bones, hold it back, pause. Right to center, left to center. And then rolling up. Good job. So the idea here is to feel the heat come into the side waist, working into the obliques as we rush and twist it out. Beautiful. Let's go a few more here. Ring it out, center, ring it out, center, reaching that ball, sitting as tall as you can. Well done. Now from here, let's hold it back, scoop in those abs off those sit bones, just from right to left now. So slow pace, really feeling it into that side waist. Remember that breath. Every time you exhale, draw belly button to spine, narrow in through that waistline. Lower spine's in that C curve. Good job. If you're feeling it in the hip flexors, feel free to open the knees out a little wider into a bit of a diamond shape. Ooh, should be starting to bring that heat to your core just a little more now. Doing so well. Challenging yourself by rolling back a little more. Find that sweet spot for you. Hold it through to center now. We're pulsing forward and back. Reach and back. Scoop that belly in, little pulses. Arms reach, fingertips strong. Well done. Take your last one and then melt all the way down for our roll-ups. So this time with the ball. So same thing, rolling up, sit tall, reach the ball overhead. Reversing, so tucking under that tailbone, nice and slowly print down each spine onto your mat. Head comes down last. Remember to modify if it's a little challenging here. You can place that ball onto the floor and hold onto the back of your knees as you come into that first variation of just rolling down. You'll still feel that core and you'll still get a nice stretch through that lumbar spine. Otherwise, continue here with or without that ball and exploring that range, just like I am right now. Good, keeping the feet light onto your mat. Release through those hip flexors. Try not to grip there, it's all in the core. Again, you can fall those knees out a little wider if you need. You guys are doing amazing. Well done, guys. We're gonna take it back all the way down one last time. Hold it down and then reach those legs out long. Now, challenge yourself, arms up to the sky, chin to chest, slide the ribs down towards your pelvis. Maybe we're coming all the way up. If not, that's okay. You can stay down and just make your way up into a 4-point kneel when you are ready. So we're gonna place those hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hip line, and take a nice cat-cow. We start by exhaling and rounding through your spine, looking at your navel. Really press the back of your feet into the mat. Inhale, release into the opposite direction. So exhale, tuck the tailbone under, press those ribs, the back of your ribs up to the sky, and melting the chest down in reverse. Good, maybe you'd like to pause in one of these shapes and have a little shake from side to side. Really feeling that free mobility through your spine here. I love this one. Press those hands into your mat as you come into that cat stretch. Then take one last rounded spine. Exhale. Draw that tummy in. And make your way slowly into neutral spine, lowering down onto those elbows. Right fingertips to your temple. We're going to lift this elbow up and then look at the sky. So twist from that middle spine. Tap the elbow down. Exhale. Twist it up. 5 here, supporting through this left elbow. Finding 2 more twists here. Tap the elbow, swinging it up, and tap, and wring out that middle spine. Well done. Let's take elbows down. Slowly walk those arms further away from you, hips up high. Then carefully slide this right elbow back. hand underneath the shoulder. We're just going to pause here and find a nice deep stretch through the long arm underneath that armpit there. Hips up high, chest down low, holding. Finding that breath and connect into your body. Reach those arms, pause through the center, and then slowly make your way back into the other side, lowering down both elbows. This time it's the left fingertips to your temple. We're going to take this left elbow up, wave it up, and tap it down. 5. Reach up, twist. That's 4. Tap, lifting. 3. 2 more to go. Exhale, pressing through that right forearm. Last one. Open it right up. Well done. And then again, walking those hands out in front of you through the center first. And then once you've got that, can we slide this left elbow back, left hand towards that armpit. Finding that stretch underneath that right armpit now. Good. Taking both arms out in front of you. Slowly sink those hips back onto your hips for your child's pose. Knees can come a little wider, chest down low, and then ripple up nice and slowly into your seated position. Good job so far, guys. We're going to get into some wrist stretches from here. So back into your 4-point kneel. Fingertips facing forwards. We're going to rock forward and press back. So body weight comes forward over those fingertips and then away. You'll find that stretch as you come forward, of course, and you can make this as challenging or as stretchy as you need. The more weight, the more you rock forward. We've got 10 in total and 3 variations. So arms are straight and strong. Try and connect the back of your palms down into the mat. Now reversing, so fingertips face towards your knees and then pull your body weight back to find the stretch this time. So hips back towards those heels, deepen that stretch. Again, can we try and keep all of your palm connected to your mat to get the most out of it? Really stretching out the forearms, strengthening the wrists. Good. 2 more. And last one. And then let's take those fingertips out to the sides and rock from side to side, right to left, right to left. Find a bit of weight bearing, so bring your body weight slightly forward, chest over those wrists. Well done. Taking a nice prayer position, and we're just going to press those palms in towards each other and then flick your palms down and up, down and up. Good job. We're just going to take some more stretches here, pressing the back of your hand. And swap these over when you're ready. Bring it all out. Amazing. Let's get into a bit of core now. We're going to use our ball and come into some nice beginner-friendly curls. So gentle activation through your core. Taking elbows wide, lie on down, and your feet are flat, knees point up towards the ceiling. So the ball's in between those knees here. Gentle squeezing on that ball. Big breath in to prepare, and your exhale, lift the head and shoulders up. And then inhale, rest the head and shoulders back down. So as you lift the head up, slide those ribs down towards the pelvis here and squeezing in on that ball here as well. So connecting into our inner thighs to really get into our deep core. Keeping head heavy into those hands. Your hands are interlaced to make a nice little hammock for your neck. Eye gaze can come onto those thighs or lower belly here, and you're focusing on breathing out as you lift, pulling gently up that pelvic floor and a gentle squeeze through that ball. And then inhale, release everything. Take one more and then option to advance. So maybe on your next one, we're going to hold it up and then reach those arms towards your thighs, lift a little higher, Then bring those hands back behind your head and lower the head down. So curl up for 1, reach for 2, lift a little higher, arms back, and lower for 4. So here we go, we curl up, reach those fingertips further towards your feet, find that height of your chest before you lower the head down. Remember, you can choose that first option, keeping those hands connected behind the back of your neck the whole time if you wish. Doesn't take long to really feel the core heat up in this one. So slow it right down. We're only here for another 8. You've got it. Keep those elbows wide, then reach. Only 3 more to go. Really slow it down. Really scoop that belly in, flatten. 2 to go. Exhale. Extend and reach the arms. Lift the chest a little higher and lower. Last one, as slow as you can. Lift a little higher if you can. Hold, 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 and release. Whew, well done, everyone. We're going to keep this ball here. Walk the feet in just a smidge more if you need for our bridges. Now, I'm going to raise my arms up to the sky so you can see the first movement of our exercise. So from here, I want you to tuck your tailbone under and begin to roll this pelvis towards you. And as you do so, feel your lower back connect into your mat. Then take it in reverse. So create a little arch through the lower spine, tilting the pelvis away from you. Just 1 more in each direction. And this will initiate our bridges. So on the next one, roll the pelvis all the way up and then melt the spine down 1 at a time back to neutral. So tilting the pelvis under, squeezing the glutes, peel it up, finding that long line at the top, and then reverse. So your focus is on your glute strength here, but also on your spinal mobility. So as you lift and lower, can we connect each one of your vertebrae into the mat? So press each one up 1 at a time, hips level at the top, and then lowering down 1 vertebrae at a time. Keeping that ball squeezing gently between those knees, so we get that activation through our inner thighs and core. Using those arms to assist you, or option to rise those arms up to the ceiling if you'd like a little bit more through those glutes. But remember, it's all about that fluid movement through your spine, so choose whichever option you prefer. Press the heels into the floor and really squeeze up into that gluteal fold. You've got it. On your next one, let's roll up and hold those hips high. Find that diagonal line, squeezing from the glutes. And speaking of squeezing, we'll be squeezing through this ball. So we have 10, 9, little squeeze on that ball for 8. Squeeze 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold the squeeze on your last one and roll all the way back down. Just pull these knees in towards the chest. You can get rid of that ball. We're all done with it. Little lower back release. And then slowly return those feet to the floor. Take arms out wide. Let your knees gently sway off to one side. Exhale, back to center and let them sway off to the other side. Feeling a nice release through that lower spine. We've got 1 more on each side. And release with those knees coming back to center. Pull them in and create a tight little ball, holding onto the back of those thighs. So just getting some momentum to roll all through that spine, bringing your body weight forward so your toes can tap the mat, rocking back onto those shoulders. Good, just 2 more. And then we're gonna plant their feet down onto your mat. So on the next one, roll forward, feet flat onto your mat, and then bring your hands down on either side of your feet. Body weight forward. Press the back of your knees back, hips up to the sky, straightening the legs. So deep bend through those knees, and then stretch those legs long. 3 more. Bend and stretch. Perhaps getting a little bit more mobility on each one. That's 2. And then the last one, we're going to hold those legs straight and then gently roll up, restacking your spine 1 vertebrae at a time. hips to neutral, head's the last thing to come up. Let's stay standing and get into a nice deep inner thigh stretch. So take the feet out nice and wide. You can lower down onto those elbows or hold onto those knees with your hands. We're taking a sway from right to left, so hips from right to left. Really pressing those knees back towards the wall behind you. So elbows dig into those thighs and push them back. Really opening up our hips and rocking and swaying. Take it over to one side here now, keeping left leg straight. Good. From here, let's take right arm and sweep it up to the sky on your inhale. Then exhale, wave it back down. 5 here. Wave it up and down. 4. Lift it up. 3. So middle back, getting a nice stretch here once again. Opening out through our inner thigh and groin. Well done. Bringing both hands back to the floor and spider yourself over to the other side, and we will repeat. So right leg is long, knee is open, pushing back, and then right arm will sweep up towards the sky and sweep it down. Twist it up. Chest will follow that hand. Exhale. Last one. Twist, hold, pause, and release. Walking yourself back to center here now. Keep the legs straight, just dangle down, holding onto those elbows, release that lower spine, hips up to the sky. We're swaying with our whole torso here. Let your head be as heavy as you can, like a big bowling ball. Release the neck. Release any tension, let it all go. Hands back to center, pivot those feet back in, just a shoulder distance apart. And then we'll roll up nice and slowly like we did before. So legs are straight and we'll roll up, restack each spine, coming into our calf risers. So staying with feet parallel, hands onto your hip bones. And then from here, we're going to bring our tailbone, tuck it under slightly, and then lift those heels up. So exhale, lift the heels. Inhale, lower the heels down. Lifting up and lowering. Feeling a squeeze through the calf muscles as you pick those heels up. Good, keep going, 10 more seconds. Good job. Really find that squeeze, that heat come into the back of your legs, making its way up maybe to those hamstrings. Squeeze the glutes at the top as well. Doing so well. I have a little challenge to finish this one off. So on your next one, can we close down those eyes? So you can go 4 with your eyes closed. Lift, lower, lift, and lower. Last one, and lower. Well done. Taking a nice sumo squat position for our squats. Toes slightly turned out. Hands in Ginny or in prayer. We begin to lower those hips down and back. So hips down. As you stand, squeeze, press hips forward. Weight is through both of those heels. Awesome. We're just trying to get a bit more mobility through our hips here now. So as we released before, we want to have those knees pressing backwards. So away and out. Good job. So just bring a little warmth into the legs, nothing strenuous, but you've got this. We're going to hold it down and really get this depth. So explore that range here now. Yes, feeling good, feeling warm. Well done. Couple more. You've got it. Let's go for 3, 2, 1, and stand. Good job, everyone. Have a little shake out. Just going to roll down and then walk those hands out. And we're finding a half plank. So begin to lower those knees down to the floor. We're pausing here and drawing that belly button up towards your spine. Squeeze the glutes, press away with those hands. Then we're going to walk those hands in towards the feet by lifting those knees up, restacking. So big inhale, wave those arms overhead, forward fold down. Gently walk it out. Begin to lower those knees. We pause in this half plank for about 3 seconds. So chest lift up away from your mat. Nice and strong here. And then tuck the toes under, lift the knees, walk the hands towards your feet. Legs stay as straight as possible as you roll up. And again, reach the arms up overhead. Swan dive down. This time we're holding in our plank a little longer. You've got it. So begin to lower those knees down carefully. Squeeze the glutes, draw belly button to spine. Big breath in. Exhale out through those pursed lips. Tighten through that core. Well done. Tuck the toes under, walk the hands towards your feet, legs are straight, roll it up. We've got one more here, so big inhale, forward fold down and walk it out. And just hold this strong plank for 3, for 2, hold for 1, and then slowly bend at those elbows and just lower down onto your belly here, coming into a nice back stretch. So we're going to clasp our hands behind our hips here and lift your tummy up away from your mat. Press your pubic bone into your mat here as well to feel supported. Then on your inhale, lift your chest up, really reach those fists towards your feet, and then melt the chest back down. Take your head, turn to one side. And again, inhale, lift the chest, reach those arms strong away from you, and rest to the other side. Good. Big breath in, tummy draws in, gentle squeeze in those glutes, and rest it down. So keep going here. We're aiming to increase this range through our upper back into our extension. So work within your own limits here. Amazing, guys. Really shine that chest open. So every time you lift your chest, collarbones wide, eye gaze stays down on that mat in front of you. Let's take one more together. Lift the chest, reach it away, extend into that upper back, and down. Well done. Let's come into our Cobra Stretch. Elbows out 90 degrees like a goalpost, forearms down on the floor. Lift the chest up on your inhale, and then fold it back down. So just that middle back stretching here. Now there's a few options here if you'd like a bit more extension into your back now that we might be feeling a little warmer. So option here, we can slide those hands forward a little more to increase the range as we lift. Otherwise, we can lift up for 1 and then extend the arms on 2. Arms are straight, then lower the elbows down, then lower the chest. So we can lift up for 1, press through those hands, extend those elbows, shine that chest forward, and then melt it down. So choose your level. Maybe you're coming back to that goalpost and just lifting up halfway, and that is so perfect for you. So staying within your range, just feeling a nice stretch through those abdominals as well as that mobility upper back. Doing amazing here, everyone. We're almost through our class, about 5 minutes to go. Stay focused, connecting with that breath with each movement. And then come all the way back down. Take a bend into those knees and connect your heels together, toes apart like a pizza slice. So knees are wider. And then I want you to either rest your hands underneath your pelvis or underneath your forehead. We're coming into some hip extension. So pelvis is heavy. We lift the knees up and squeeze into the glutes, squeeze into those heels, and then lower the thighs back down. So lift the knees, lift the thighs, squeeze into the glutes, and then lower. You'll find this work into the gluteal fold, so right where that hamstring meets the glute here. And really important to keep your tummy engaged. So can we pull that core in away from your mat? Belly button deepens in towards your spine here. Good work. If this doesn't feel comfortable on your lower back, feel free to extend those legs and come back into that Cobra Stretch. But we're not going to be here for long. We're just going to waken these glutes up, which is our powerhouse for everything that we do in life. So stay with this one if you can. Squeeze the glutes, squeeze the heels together. Keep going, feeling nice and strong into our posterior chain, through our lower back, hamstrings, glutes. Remember, keep that pelvis heavy into the floor. 2 more, and then we're going to keep the legs high and come into little pulses. So on the next one, let's go little lift, little lower. Feel that heat, bring it to those glutes. You've got it. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release, little sway. Well done, guys. Slide those hands underneath your armpits. Come back up into our child's pose, resting down just for a second, releasing that lower spine, just to counteract that stretch. Amazing work so far. We are almost there now. We'll just finish up with a couple more stretches. So slowly make your way up and go and collect that Pilates ball if you have it. Otherwise, you can do this stretch without it. We're just bringing left shin parallel to the front of your mat. Right knee is bent behind you. Ball is in the right arm, left arm onto the floor. Take a big side bend over for our Mermaid Stretch. So big stretch over, back to center, tap the ball down, lift it up towards the sky, and then reach it over. We've got 5 here. Remember, this is the first exercise we did in a slightly different variation, but same focus through that sideways stretch. And you should be able to get a little bit further now. Our body is well worked and warm and stretched. Good job. Make this one your last one here. Maybe lowering down onto that elbow if you've got it. Shine your chest up towards the sky. And well done. We're going to take it over to the other side straight away. So just rearrange your feet. This time the right shin parallel to the front. And let's side bend over on your exhale. Good. Inhale, center, tap the ball. Exhale, reach it up and over. Good job. That's 2. Either staying on that right hand or lower to the elbow for a bit more range. Tap for 3. 4. Last one. Reach it up and over. Amazing, guys. Let's take our legs out long into a straddle stretch. And then we're sitting as tall as we can, and let's slide that ball, roll it away from you, folding at those hips. So we want to focus on a few things. Toes roll back, knees press down into your mat, and we're just hinging at those hips, getting that chest down towards the floor. Roll that ball in towards your pelvis. And let's go 5 in total. Roll that ball away from you. Or if you're using no ball, just walk the hands out slowly with control. Inner thigh stretch, lowering that breath down. Good, really deepen this stretch and pause here on your 3rd one. Maybe a little sway. Release those hips. Walk it in. And 2 to go. Aiming to get the chest down a little further each time. Just be kind to your body and go within your own range. You might not be down as flat as I am, and that is so fine. Make this one your last one here. Roll those knees up towards the ceiling. Hold for 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in. Let's just cross our legs here, sitting on those sit bones. And then we're taking those arms out wide as we inhale. Palms together, exhale, bring it to your heart. Good, again, big inhale, sweep the arms out wide, take in as much oxygen as you can. Then exhale, let it all go. Good. Inhale, reach. Exhale, slide those hands down to heart center. Great, let's make this one your last one, the biggest breath in. Fill those lungs up with oxygen. And then exhale. Let everything go. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me for this Pilates class. I hope your body is feeling nice and restored, nice and centered, and nice and focused to take on your day, or perhaps it's to wind you down for bed. Whichever way it is, thank you so much once again. I enjoyed moving with you. Don't forget to hit subscribe if you're new to my channel, and I look forward to working out with you on the mat really soon. Have a beautiful day, everyone.